Dragon Ball Z has always been larger than life. A tale of powerful alien races waging epic battles on Earth and distant planets has captured the imaginations of millions worldwide. Yet very few developers have figured out how to make Goku and his friends function properly. Well, brace yourself. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi is a great experience for fans of the series. While not the deepest fighter, the game still does a good job at capturing the fierce, flashy battles of the anime.
What's happening? Is it night? How? This planet has no night! Why is the sky so dark?
This game is packed with content. Ultimate Tenkaichi not only features a single-player adventure that spans the entirety of the Z saga, it contains another original storyline focused squarely on a character that you create. That's right. For the first time, you can now build your own Saiyan hero and take him on a quest to gather the 7 Dragon Balls and save the world. Your customization options are limited mostly to the visual style of the series, but there's a decent amount to work with. The only real downside is the strong emphasis on training and RPG-like leveling up, but it does keep the 2 story modes unique. In terms of graphics, I've never seen a better representation of the franchise. It's not enough that the characters look like their original designs. They need to move like they do in the anime, and the fighting needs to be larger than life. From brutal physical fights to energy blasts the size of small planets, it's all here and it's never looked better. There are a few faults with the presentation, particularly when it comes to the game's story and loading times. Oftentimes, the game resorts to scrolling walls of text to inform players about key plot points. Walls of text that move really, really slowly. You can skip them, but then you miss all the information, which sort of defeats the point. Loading times are also a pain. They seem to pop up every few minutes, sometimes after the briefest cutscene. You'll find yourself waiting for things to happen as often as you did in the anime. Only at least in that case, you got to watch people boast about how powerful they were.
Just so you know, my power level is definitely over 1 million. Come on!
Ultimate Tenkaichi's combat mechanics are a double-edged sword. This game manages to perfectly realize the anime's incredible style, but can only seem to do it in one way. In other words, every battle operates in the same fashion, and all the game's fighters feel exactly the same. The energy blasts in animation might look different, but you're still doing the same thing every round. This is not Street Fighter, where basic mechanics lead to seemingly infinite variations in styles. The vast majority of your time is spent executing combos, reversals, and epic projectiles, all of which play out through simple timed button commands. Yet the game is still a thrill to play. The singular experience Tenkaichi manages to create here is really unlike anything I've ever played in a fighting game. The sense of satisfaction I get when I pull off an ultimate attack and utterly annihilate my opponent is the best feeling in the world. It's fair to say this game is scripted and formulaic, but it's still fun. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi is gorgeous. It's packed with content. It's also an incredibly faithful tribute to an iconic franchise. To pull that feat off, some sacrifices were necessary, including a severe lack of depth and complexity that many fighting games will demand. If you can get past this fact, you'll find a fun and fast fighter meant to fuel your inner DBZ fan. For more on Ultimate Tenkaichi, head over to IGN.com.